Hey, Beau. Good boy. Sit. Good. Platz. Good. Platz. Good morning, everyone. We've got Beau the German Shepherd here, and we're just going through polishing up his pet dog obedience a little bit. He already has a pretty good baseline of obedience, just sharpening it up a little bit in the next 2 weeks. So a lot of the times that this guy gets in trouble, overexcitement, over arousal, normal German Shepherd stuff, but when our purpose is to be a pet, we have to emphasize self-control a little more. So today I'm going to work on building the place command a little bit more. That way he has an expectation of where he can be when guests are over or when his owners are hanging out in the living room, so he's just not all over them. He tends to be a little overbearing. So right now I have him in a Platz or a down position, and that's relative to just anywhere on the ground, on the floor. They should go right into it and hold that command until I either release him or tell him to do something else. So right from here, I'm going to show you he's in the early stages of really getting this. I'm going to point and kind of guide him over there, but I want to start getting more and more distance where he's actively going to it and then recalling back to me. So I'm going to give this a start here, kind of see the baseline that he has, and he's a little beyond luring, so I'm not going to be having food in his face, guiding him up to it. And he also doesn't have a good enough understanding of this to apply the e-collar just yet, so we're going to kind of just see where he's at and take it from there. Come on, go play. Yeah, good boy. And there he should stay until I'm ready to release him. Now, I've spent the past couple of days just doing leash repetitions with him. We're kind of guiding him up onto the bed with the leash. When all 4 feet were on there, make a really big deal out of it. Yes, good boy. And then I gradually started calling it place and marking when he was all the way down in a relaxed position. So I'm going to actually reward him here on the release because, like I said, he's a little bit beyond where I need to be bending over and paying him every time for going. So I'm going to give him a yes. Okay, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. And give him some payment here. Good. Now, I'm going to send him back again. Go place. Go place. No, place. Okay, come. That's a good boy. That's good. Okay, so if you saw the first time he came to me, Beau, sit. No, come. Good. Sit. Yes. He kind of is thinking about what I want him to do there, because remember, the idea of going to place is to stay there. So when I released him off of it, he's kind of waiting. He's like, wait, shouldn't I be getting the reward there? Am I allowed to move up? If I get up, am I going to receive the reward? I want him to understand that when he's released, to really understand that word okay means okay, that we can break position and move on to the next thing. So you see how when I move towards the bed, he's thinking what I want from him is to go there. Bump. Yeah, good boy. So I want that clarity based off of my body language and the commands that I'm giving him for him to understand what in that context I want. And you know, if we have multiple handlers in the house that are using different commands and we're not staying consistent with communication, that's where a dog's going to get confused. So you see, now he's following me. He's not hesitating. This time when I go back, I'm going to send him to the bed and walk away. Beau, place. No, place. Yes, boy. Gonna leave him there for a second, add a distraction of moving around a little. Okay, yeah, good boy. That's good. And then there we came in a little bit quicker. So, just to review really quick what we've done with him. All of his positions, whether he's off the heel or in the front, sit. Yes, sit. Good. Sit. stay or wait is implied. It's built in until I give him a release. Now I can go in and pay him sometimes for a job well done. Yes. Sit. But I want him to maintain position and understand the difference actually between the words. So if I say sit and he lays down, not good. I really want him to be thinking about the words I'm saying in the commands. Yes, especially since he's been doing them for a good while. Okay. Good boy. Good. Alright, now from here I'm going to send him to place once more. I'm going to try to get his motor going a little bit before, oh, he's a good boy. Before we get up to it so there's less hesitation. The last one wasn't too great. He's a good boy. Go place. Place. No. Place. Yes. Good boy. So you see he offers me a down. I'm going to do a couple more just until he gets this 100% right. Because especially, you know, I want him to distinguish the difference that place is not just laid down in front of me. So notice that when he didn't go right to place, I gave him the negative marker. No. Repeated the command place. Then went back to the positive marker once he executed the proper command. Okay, come. Yeah. Boy, that's good. Ready? Okay. Go place. Yes, that's it. That was nice. Now, if we can get one more with that much clarity, I'll be happy, and then we're going to call it a session. And again, place is a great command, guys. When the doorbell rings, you have a dog that jumps up at people. You condition the dog that we go there until we stay there, until you settle down a little bit. Then we could potentially have that dog greet your guest. But they start to go and putting their paws up on people, you know, barking excessively, all of that overexcitement, not good. So this is an example of a replacement behavior for, let's just say, some rowdy door manners. This is a very good thing to teach. All pet dogs should know this for sure. Okay. Very good. Alright, we're going to get one more, and hopefully this time I don't need to go as close to it. But you see what he's wanting to do, he's offering some different behaviors. He's coming close to me, he's kind of offering an offering shield. He's laying down sometimes when I say place. So people ask me all the time, when is the dog actually trained? And the answer is when they can go into the command with just complete clarity on the verbal. No hand signals, no luring. So he kind of has an understanding. He's not 100% yet. It's definitely very good foundation work, but I'm not 100% convinced that this guy completely understands what go place means. You're doing good. You ready? Okay. That's good. That's good. Go place. Now you see also what he did there. You can rewind a little bit. He corrected himself on the long line and he made himself go down actually there. So he responded to his own leash pressure. So we're going to redo that there. Okay. Good Beau. Go place. Yes. That was a good one. That was a good one, everybody. I'm going in, marking and rewarding a couple times because I do want him to know this is the behavior I want. So I'm giving him some payment while he's down, and I'm going to release him. Okay. Flats. Yeah. Very, very nice. Place. Go place. Good. So you see, he's definitely starting to understand what it is we want from him here. So a little patience. This is a fairly easy behavior to teach. Nothing high level going on here, guys, but very powerful, useful tool to teach. So I'm going to go in, reward him, because that was very, very, very good. Okay. That's a good man. Sit. Yes. Good. Now, one last note before we go. When we start teaching down, plots, or place, right? Sometimes, not all the time, the dog will start offering only that behavior because it's new. They've got rewarded for it a whole consecutive bunch of times in a row. Then they forget about sit. So, yes, I want to continue to reinforce sit, even though it's something he knows very good. Because watch, I'd wager that even with a very small movement of my body, see what he does? He wasn't told to down, and I'm not going to hold him accountable for that because I was proving a point. But at the stage that he's at, he more or less knows these commands, but he doesn't solidly know them. You know, like, yes, he knows what sit means, but does he know it 100%? That's our goal, for him to understand 100% what sit means, what the expectation of down and place means. And in my book, it's not just the action of, I'm going to show you, right? Because I want to be clear on this. Okay. If you don't progress place, no place. If you don't progress your dog, yeah, good boy. Past that luring, they're never going to learn the behavior. You have to start adding some distance to it. You need to start adding some duration and distraction. And once the dog truly understands, he's going to learn that there's a fair consequence for getting off that place. So at the point he is right now, he's got a pretty good idea of what we want. So if he were to get up prematurely, I would say the word no and give a couple corrections on the leash in the place that he had messed up, returned him to the proper command, and rewarded him. So you don't start adding correction until the dog understands first what the expectation is. So the real consequence here, guys, is if he doesn't do it, it's kind of too bad. You don't get a reward, you don't get any praise. I'm going to take you back to it. But we're definitely, especially with competing reinforcers, like, you know, he loves his dad a whole lot more than me. So obviously the energy, he's jumping up, more excited, right? Once he understands he's supposed to listen and not supposed to jump, if there's not a fair correction that's applied to that, the behavior is not going to be reduced. So remember, we always teach through reinforcement and we eliminate the things that we don't want through correction, or the big P word that no one wants to talk about, punishment. But it is what it is, and fair consequence is much different than being abusive or mistreating your dog. In fact, it's going to give more clarity that, you know, I'm not supposed to do this. It's going to make the relationship stronger if done properly. So this guy's doing really good. I'm going to go in. Yes. Okay. Good man. Good. All right. Sit. Good boy. All right. Lots. Good. Good boy. So that's a little bit on Beau. And okay, we're going to be checking in with this guy a little bit more. And, you know, it's really the follow-up lessons. Platz. Good. It's really the follow-up lessons and improving his, you know, dad's handling skills that are going to make a difference here. Like I said, he's doing really, really good, but we need to transfer that skill over and just be a little bit more clear with Beau what it is we want from him and what we don't want. Everybody take care. Have a great afternoon. All right, come on, let's go. Good boy.